What's up, sultry sluts, degens, cucks, demons, and angels, and everything in between? I'm your host, Disaster, and welcome to the Degeneration Podcast, episode 31, the podcast for the degenerate generation. Here with me is my charming co-host, Finley, aka Not DLC.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What was I supposed to say?
God damn it. What do you... Okay. As for announcements today, we have...
Katie, save me! No!
God.
I'm dying!
God damn it. Are you playing fucking Black Desert Online?
No, I'm actually almost about to fall over in my chair. That's why I said, Katie, save me.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so I may have a collab with a certain Scottish mythology character.
Me.
Not you. And he may be teaching me 5D chess, but it just depends. We just need to get it set up. But yeah. Give me 1 sec. Oh yeah, Finley, do you have any announcements?
Why would I announce? Oh yeah, announcements. God, what could I say here? I don't know. Thank you for the moment of silence. No, you may continue.
Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Please. Oh, there we go. There we go. I was getting the background music up because it wasn't coming up. Sorry about that. A little scuff here and there, never hurt nobody. Anyway, with us here today, we have the frog himself, the self-proclaimed best 52 gal player in NA, vanilla, that is.
It's not self-proclaimed.
It's also claimed by other people, but
Many people.
The skirmisher of Team Down, everybody, we have Froppy with us, my longtime friend, Kyle, aka Froppy, aka Little Pet Frog. Hello.
What's up?
What is up? He's been on this stream before, but yeah, everyone say hi.
It's not the real Froppy. The real Froppy is an anime girl, Ree.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe.
Yeah, no, this was an imposter we had to get last minute because we couldn't get the real Froppy.
Unfortunately, this is just a Froppy cosplayer.
Yeah.
But you know what? You'll have to deal with it. Fuck you.
Well, it's more my OC's name is Froppy, but that's also a nickname that was given to me because I went by Froggy, and then Matt, the E-leader in the Splatoon team from Red Horizon back in like 2018, gave me the nickname Froppy because he liked it better than Froggy, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna go with this.
Yeah, I knew you as Froggy, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it just changed, and honestly, I like it better because I think it's just it just sounds better. I don't know.
Fun.
It just fits better.
It tastes like.
It tastes like
a French dish in your mouth, like a French dessert. Froppy.
Don't say things about taste. He's gonna start talking about Frosty.
Bruh.
You start talking about that and I will walk away from my computer and go get something sweet to eat. I am completely serious. I am 100% serious. I will walk away from my computer right now.
Oh god.
You will.
Oh,
I will. I've done it before.
Jesus Christ. Let's move on. Let's move on because I have too many things in my head. All not great things. Anyway, do we want to continue with the conversation we were having before the podcast, or were we done with that part?
I think we're kind of finished, but
we're almost done. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, so Froppy, what have you been up to recently?
Well, recently I was canceled on Twitter, which is the TLDR.
Oh, are we going to talk about that?
We can, but not very in depth. So I just got, I did some things that I regret, and I said dumb things, because I'm kind of just I'm a very forward person, so I'll just say whatever I'm thinking sometimes. That can get me in a lot of trouble, and it has gotten me in a lot of trouble, and that's basically where we're at. But, besides that, I've been playing a lot of PlanetSide 2, and I have to go to a Splatoon 2 LAN tournament next weekend.
Planet
So-
Side 2 loser. I'm sorry, I meant
Sick.
that was my inner thoughts for a second. Anyway, I'm happy for you, man, that you get to go play in tournaments again.
I almost didn't get to go to play in it. I
Oh
was
my
never
God.
banned, which was the weird part. They're like, yeah, don't cancel Froppy, but we're gonna make this 16-page document about him outing him. Like, okay.
Yeah, I think that was the funniest thing. It's like, I'm not doing this to cancel anybody, but let's do
Here's
it.
all
Let's
of
talk
the
about it,
information
yeah. Here's
required
all
to
of
draw
it.
your own conclusions and quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck actually talking to the
boy.
guy. Let's just give this whole document. Let's give
Yeah,
this whole Manhattan Project of of a document.
Document, yeah. Like literally, like they didn't even say anything to me. Like I had no clue this was being made. I had no clue they were offended by the things I was saying because they never, like maybe one or two of the things they had talked to me about, or I had already been like, I don't want to say punished, but like I stepped down from my position on a tournament staff organization. Like I stepped down because of that, and I also left because of that, because of one of the things. But the other thing was like I had apologized personally to people for it. And at the end, it was like, yeah, like there's two people, right? So there's person A and person B, and so I had apologized to person B, and they mentioned that at the end. But like, if I apologize to you, then why are you backing the document? Like, obviously, it didn't mean anything to you, but you mentioned it in the doc. It was just confused, just backwards and confusing
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah. Also, it
Yeah,
was like 7 pages. It was
It
like,
was
what the
16
hell?
pages.
It was
16.
6. Wait, what?
It was 16.
It was a lot more
Yeah.
than I remember. I guess it has been like a month. I've been busy, man. But
It's-
yeah,
it's almost
16
been a month.
fucking
It was-
pages?
Yeah.
16?
It was long. I will tell you, I can admit that I have read that thing like 100 times, and
Oh,
I've
yeah, I
had
bet.
nightmares about that. Like it's
I
actually
know.
like
Fucking sad.
disgusting.
I don't doubt it. I mean, I had the same thing with the episode 23 situation that
Yeah.
happened. Like it was a whole mess. It fucked me up for a bit. Like, and then I was going through like I think I watched that
Andy.
VOD. I watched a lot of that VOD like
Look over here.
5 times over.
Do it.
Because I still have the VOD. I'm just not
I'll
gonna
kill you.
release it.
I'll come
Yeah.
over there and kill you. I swear to God, I will actually.
I'm
take
just
off
keeping
this
it-
headset. I'll kill you.
I'm just keeping it for evidence reasons if I ever need to use it.
So here's the real question: Is do you want me to like explain why I've never been on this like podcast before, even though like I've known you for like 12 years?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I've been invited to this podcast since pretty much episode 3, and the reason I haven't been able to attend is because every Saturday night is like when me and the guys go play PlanetSide, and we go we try hard on it, and we like try to win the alerts and stuff. So like when I like every Saturday it's been ops, and I'm like, well, I have ops. I can't make it, and I wanna come, but I can't. So this time I just cut ops short for myself,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I did attend this time.
Wow, that's really
So-
awesome. Thank you,
Jeez.
buddy.
You're
I
welcome.
heard you got Walker indoctrinated.
In
into
the PlanetSide,
PlanetSide
yeah,
too.
he is. Yeah, he's playing.
He is a medic right now. He said.
Yeah,
I
he
think?
plays like medic. Yeah.
Gotcha.
They
I
usually
actually
have newer
have thought
players
about
playing.
getting back into PlanetSide because I have that craving for hitting people 5 miles away again.
Yeah, that can be fun, especially during like
Sniping.
prime time, like 7
Gotta love
p.m.
It's like,
Wonderful.
yes, this sniper rifle is about the size of my body, and I'm gonna
That one shots
hit you
everybody if you hit them
5
in the
miles
head.
away.
It feels great. Yeah.
Oh well.
You didn't even know of my existence 5 minutes ago, but
True.
I
God,
can
Kinda sick.
predict where you're going to go within the next 3 minutes and calculate my trajectory.
So, I have a
I've
topic
seen
that I
your
wanted to
head.
bring up
all right.
because so as you may or may not know, I am really big into romance anime. I know Disaster knows this. I know.
Yeah,
Finley knows
we
this.
just had a whole
Now,
conversation about
yeah,
me needing a
I-
recommendation for somebody.
But I
It's-
really like
it's
romance
literally
animes.
same. I
really like-
it's by far my most viewed genre.
Yeah, and so one of the reasons for this urge for romance was because I was trying to find this anime for like ever, and so when I was really young and I didn't really understand what Kiss Anime was at the time or any of those sites,
God.
I would go on YouTube and I would watch
Yeah.
the animes that are uploaded compressed into like a 3x4, and then they're sped up and then pitched. I would watch those, and that's
my
how I
God.
consumed my anime. And so
I never did that because
I did
Aniplex was
something
cool.
even fucking better.
Well,
Yeah,
back
but I
when
didn't know about it,
Funimation and anime, back when Funimation and Aniplex were cool with their shit on YouTube.
yeah, that was the way I consumed half of it. There was some series that you could watch episodes 1 and 2, and then you wouldn't get the rest of it. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? Why you only give me a taste? This is so mean. So I used to consume animes like that, and so there was an anime I saw one night, and keep in mind, I would go to school, I'd get home, I would like maybe do my homework depending on my mood, I'd play video games, and then I would binge anime all night on my iPhone, like, or my iPod, like whatever, fucking 4 or something.
What a nerd!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
And then I would fucking it would be all night, and that's what I would do. And
okay.
and I also keep in mind, this was the old YouTube app where it was like a TV. It looked like a TV, and there was no ads, and the no ads was the best thing ever. Okay, that is an absolute fact.
There was no ads, but
there was no ads.
You had to become a guru to fucking work old YouTube.
I was a genius with it. I had this playlist
I
called
watched
Favorites.
Smosh, and that was about it.
But I had this favorites playlist that if you really want, I can share here. But like, it's just filled with dumb shit that I always like favorited as a child, so I could go back and then go to the channel and then go to the subscriptions and then view with the most recent uploads.
Yeah.
But yeah, so going through that, like there was an anime I watched one night, and I thought it was like the most beautiful scenes, and I just remember the story being really good. And I can only remember one scene in this anime, and it's where either the beginning or the ending, and it's where these two characters kiss, and then like for some reason there's just like so many like sparks flying around like the characters, and it's so hard to explain unless you've seen this anime and you know what I'm talking about. But the other day I figured out what the anime was, and so
thank you, Kenobi.
The anime was F, A Tale of Memories.
A Tale.
I don't know if have you seen that, Finley?
No.
It's a really old anime, and the TLDR.
Okay, no, I've seen old shit. Like trust me, I've seen fucking. God,
oh God, it looks old. Oh God.
It is old, but the
PlayStation 2. The game is for PlayStation 2.
F.
Yeah, the game.
There's a game for it.
Yeah, there's a Tale of the Two. It's for PS2.
No, A Tale of Memories.
Oh no, there was a game made for the game, or made for the anime, or it was an anime based on the game.
Well, the anime is from 2007, and there's 3 seasons of it.
What was that alien romance anime that was like super fucking popular in 2000?
What?
Alien romance? Like the Cowboy Bebop. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
1 second.
I need to go back and watch Cowboy Bebop.
But yeah,
that was kind of a jam.
F is like a very, I consider it a very beautiful anime, and like terms of its like for when it came out, even 2007 anime. I think it had a really, really like I want to say they almost like abused the fact that they could just throw in a random art style and some random scene just to make it look so much different and so much better, and also lessen the cost of the animation that they needed to do. And I think they did a really good job of like balancing that. But I remember watching the first episode recently, and I was like, "This is the anime." And my friends were like, "What are you talking about?" Like, this is the one I've been looking for. And they're like, what
my entire goddamn life.
Okay,
well, this is like, it took me like 10 years to figure out which anime this was because I didn't know. Like I have been looking for this one and I could never find it. I looked up animes with like really cool art and whatever, and I just never knew what it was. And then if I just randomly I found it on fucking MAL, and I was like, yo, this looks cool. Click it, and I was like, it's this one.
Okay,
Damn it,
so
but, yeah.
F is an adult visual novel series that was made for PC and then ported to PlayStation 2, and then there was an anime made about it. That's why the animation for the anime looks so much more updated, let's say.
Probably.
Because the anime itself looks like early precursor Fate, let's say. Mm-hmm. But the actual like game, it really does look like it came out in 2000.
Yeah.
It has the like 2000s art style. Like, fuck, I don't know what other games have the same ass art style.
I couldn't tell you.
I've seen a lot of like really old adult visual novels that have the same fucking art style.
Yeah.
love
But
Virgo.
in the
That's what it was.
TLDR is that the
Also
anime is very beautiful. It
extremely
has a very cute
German
story. I have
inspired.
not finished it yet though. I still have to watch the first season. I'm working on it with a friend, but they're busy, so it's like, well,
I had a really funny experience with early anime. I was introduced to anime with Dragon Ball Z. Then I immediately started to pirate romance anime
okay,
off of
Mhm.
my PSP,
okay.
or sorry, PS Vita. The website browser on my PS Vita,
Mhm.
and I'd watch like shit like To Love Ru.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, yeah, well, we like I think a lot of younger kids started with like harem animes. I'm gonna be real, like one of my first animes. I think like if we're talking like animes in like order, like
Yeah.
officially it was Pokemon, but we're not gonna count that. We're gonna
Yeah.
go with so I think honestly I think my first introduction to a lot of anime was Toonami, and I watched like SAO like every night whenever, like not every night but like every weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, something like that.
Right.
I watch SAO, and then I watch Soul Eater, and then I'd watch like some other ones that I wasn't really interested in as much in. But I initially saw Soul Eater, and I was like, this looks weird. I don't know if I'm interested in this. I eventually got like into it. But then my cousins recommended me Baka and Test.
Oh
And
my
that started
god.
everything.
Okay, well, your
Fucking
cousins are
Baka and
horrible
Test.
people.
Jesus Christ. I remember. Oh god. That
Yeah.
brings up fucking memories of just like
Yeah.
being over your house in the
And
middle of the fucking
we'd watch
summer,
it on the Wii. We
waking
watched it on
up.
the Wii.
watching Baka and Test on Netflix on the Wii. Jesus Christ.
Yep. Sounds about right.
I don't know. I was just never into harem anime for some reason.
It's not
I was-
for everybody. You were
I was-
more into like shonen and like
Yeah.
swords and shit.
But that was another thing. I wasn't into harem anime, but I was into harem anime games, if that made
Mhm.
sense. Like
Yeah.
soccer fantasy,
Sakura Clicker.
not Sakura Clicker, like,
That was a
but
joke.
Honey Pop, Nekopara, fucking
Yeah.
all of those.
You're a Lost Pause simp. I'm calling
I
you out
was
right
I
now.
was a Lost Pause shrimp boy. I've been watching that dude I've been watching that dude since he used to
He
do
still
fucking
streams. Like I have mad
Yeah,
respect
he
for him. Like
does.
the amount of time in his
I
channel
pop
has
in
been
his stream
taken down
sometimes.
for shitty reasons, and he still keeps it up.
Yeah,
You know what's funny is the first video I ever saw of him, it was like my channel was taken down. That was the first
Oh,
video
yeah.
I've ever seen of his channel.
Oh
That's
my
the funny
God.
part.
Nah,
Uh,
dude, fucking. I've been watching him since he did Mob Talker content, and that's
Alright.
fucking old.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, Mob Talker is a fucking whole just timeline in itself. But no, like,
God, what was that?
I was into the harem games, not really harem anime.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. God, there was that one anime that had like it always stuck with me. It was about Sherlock, who was a teenage girl,
What?
and
I know what you're talking about, but I
Watson-
don't know the name.
No, there were technically like the grandchildren or whatever, like descendants of
Oh, I
the
feel
original.
like I've heard of that.
And Watson's special power was that if he got turned on, then he would get like basically fucking 10 times enhanced senses temporarily and see the world in like slow
I
motion.
couldn't
or
tell you
some
the
shit.
name for shit, but I've definitely heard of this.
Oh, and also his personality flipped to like a knight, like a romantic, like a chivalrous person.
What the fuck?
It
Horny
was so
equals chivalrous. can
exactly.
confirm.
Let's see.
It's so fucking weird, and I'm trying to find it. Right.
I
One
don't know the
sec.
name off the top of my head.
Right. Yeah.
I've definitely seen an episode or two, but I think I gave up. I was like, this is too much.
Woman.
I gave up on a,
A
lot
study
of anime.
in Charlotte? No, this doesn't look like it would be that. What'd the main character look like?
Is that her? Yeah.
A study in Charlotte?
No.
Or
1 second. Is this her?
I thought of another early anime I saw.
what anime?
Sekire.
Sekire? What? How do you spell it?
I'll find it. Hold on.
God, every time I hear about like gender bent characters, I just think Fate, because so many, there's so many gender bent characters.
I will maintain that my favorite character ever from any book is still my favorite character from Fate, and I am so fucking happy that for some reason Fate Go decided to add the greatest character, fucking Dante. The greatest. Yep. I love him.
I still need to watch what Count of Monte Cristo.
Who the fuck is this character? One second.
I put it in no mic for you.
What the fuck is Count of Monte Cristo? Cristo.
The Count of Monte Cristo?
Yeah, that. Sekire. All right, let's see.
Found it. Found it. Okay, so
I see.
I don't actually know what the English name of this is. The translation for the fucking... What is this? 1 second. Hidden... No.
As long as we're on anime, is there any anime that you guys have watched that you started watching and you physically could not continue just because it was so like it was either so bad or it was so cringe?
Yes.
I'll pull up.
Anyway, so Arya the Scarlet Ammo is the
the Scarlet Ammo. What the fuck?
Is the yeah exactly.
Oh,
it's so the technically the protagonist is
fucking angel beats looking ass.
The protagonist is the descendant of fucking Watson, right? And the heroine is the descendant of Sherlock Holmes, and so they were meant to be partners, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they're placed together, and she can't explain logically. She just has hunches, right? Which always turn out to be right for some reason, because
of course,
just magic or some shit, right? Of course, she can't explain anything logically because she's not like her grandfather. She just goes off of instinct or whatever. And when it eventually goes awry, because
that gun is so big in her hand.
Then Holmes,
that gun is huge.
Then Watson.
Holy shit!
Has the special ability of once again getting turned on, and suddenly slowing down time.
I'm sorry, I didn't have chat on. Thank you
like
for the stretch.
Plus fucking 30 intelligence or some shit, and being able to outmaneuver whatever he needs to. And or just defeat whatever. There is a scene where to kill a vampire lord, he has to fire off a bullet to ricochet off of another bullet into a mouth.
What is this, some fucking Rango shit?
It's Rango shit.
A Rango, there.
Like he's literally like so fucking overpowered, but only in specific situations, and it's so weird.
Okay, wait. Look at how fucking big this 1911 is in this chick's hand.
Oh no, you're right. She's tiny.
Yep.
That gun is fucking huge. She's not tiny. That gun is huge.
No, she's tiny. She's tiny.
No, you don't understand.
No,
how big
you don't understand.
She's like 4'2".
I mean, yes, that is.
Do you know how big a 1911 is? It is small.
Regardless, it's not
really
that big,
small.
right? But also,
it's one of the smallest, like, normal issue handguns.
But also, you got to think of it this way, right?
It's like the size of a Luger.
She's literally like 4'8".
Still, there's no way that gun would be that big, bro.
Doesn't matter.
Wait,
oh my god, it's huge. It's like comically large, dude. Oh my god.
Actually.
Oh wait. What is this? Comically large.
I would not look that up on stream.
Also,
but okay.
I do want to say.
It's like this.
Okay, bro. I do want to say though, like,
this
okay, Noel. To be fair, in the actual website, like, about the fandom, right? So, documenting her abilities, it does say that it's custom. That's it.
Custom. All right,
This
yeah, sure.
this is the exact thing that's written.
This is what it looks like.
Custom
This is what it looks like to me.
government model pistol.
This is what it looks like to me.
Bro, it's
Bruh.
not that big.
It's
close.
fucking huge, dude.
Bro, okay,
That
that's a little
pistol's
comical.
huge.
It's a little smaller. It's a little smaller. Like, that's still a little much. That's a little more accurate, right?
Oh my god,
Alright.
dude.
Like, close Google Images before you get in trouble.
No, wait. Well, hold on. Go up to the super fucking long barrel. No, go up to the
This
long
one?
barrel. Nope. There we go. Yep.
This, or you mean this one? Okay. You're basically running a cannon at this point. Like, this is a cannon. That's not a.
No. It's an accurate.
It's not a gun, dude.
It's an accurate rifle.
Yeah, because barrels don't get hot.
No. See, if the
No, this
barrel
is an actual pistol, though.
No,
this is
what-
real. This is
Yeah, I
actually
know.
real.
I know, but like,
They get longer too. It's
Noel,
fucking
what
stupid.
you
Oh
got
my
to think
God.
about, all right, is the longer the barrel, the more accurate. So long as you keep extending the barrel, it's going to be more accurate because that's how it works.
Yeah, I guess
That's
if you're
how
trying to
it works.
shoot a fucking, if you're trying to shoot a cockroach on the moon, I guess. Jesus. God, that
You just
fucking
gotta-
image. Oh,
Bro, you
I
just gotta
accidentally hit
make sure
button.
it has enough centrifugal force, man.
Centrifugal.
I don't know
force.
shit about guns. I can't comment really here. I just know it's like
God.
one boy more accurate.
What I said basically just is the equivalent of pork. Like, you just gotta make sure it spins enough.
Oh my God. I think
Bruh.
once you understand how guns work, everything becomes like 10 times more funny.
It's so funny. Like, honestly, the way that everything works is so stupid.
I was talking to Finley yesterday about how this gun from Titanfall works, the alternator, or from Apex too.
Mhm.
Where the book go though? He's like, into the shooter's fucking shoulder. What do you mean? Into the shoulder,
it's
gamer.
obvious. Basically, so by the way that it's positioned, there's no way that it can go except back, which means that obviously it was intended and designed so that it ripped off the shooter's shoulder, which is fine because they don't need it because they have advanced healing technology.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Directly into my shoulder, gamer. What do you mean?
Totally.
God. I was also describing how the G11 works, which is entirely different thing. It's like a fat dude shoveling food into its mouth.
Yeah.
That's basically how the G11 works.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I don't know. I like blunderbusses. I think that's the primary, like, my favorite form that guns took in the past.
You mean unintentionally giving it a loudener?
Yes.
Just like it looks like a big fucking horn.
The louder it is, the more threatening you are.
Look, man.
Yeah, true.
If I take a really fucking big gun, right, and then I just make it super wide, then it makes it louder, right? But
Mhm.
also, it kills more because
Because
yeah,
logic.
because
Because putting a
louder.
golf ball through somebody wasn't good enough.
No.
Yeah, which is why I have to shove at least a few golf balls in there next time.
And that's
And
why
then
silver
so
penny,
that they
because-
break up into smaller golf balls and shoot out and
Which is-
hopefully kill the thing.
Yeah, which is why I put a speaker on the end of my gun.
Basically, a blunderbuss is, unless you're at near point blank, you're shooting at the person and hoping that they die.
You're
Because-
like, you fire the gun and then you pray to God. Like that is
Yeah,
And then you
it.
duck behind cover again, and you get
Yeah,
behind your
basically, a
allies.
blunderbuss is the purpose of a blunderbuss is to shoot at them, and then you will hit about 50 things. You just pray to God that one of those things is the person standing in front of you.
Pretty much.
Because if you hit the person, you're gonna hit whatever's behind them, probably.
Oh
As
yeah,
well.
absolutely,
Just
100%.
Just because like you're firing a fucking golf ball.
Yeah,
at
no.
them.
Literally, a blunderbuss is just what if I took a cannon but made it as small and compact as I could. and then just didn't improve on the design.
A light tank.
Yes.
A light tank.
A blunderbuss is like the most fucking unnecessary, heavy, inaccurate weapon that will 100% kill your opponent if it ever hits. It's amazing.
I wouldn't say it's heavy or I'd say it's inaccurate. I wouldn't say it's heavy.
It was kind of heavy.
It's actually it's smaller than a flintlock.
Yeah, but
it's literally just a piece of wood with a tube on it.
Tube in it.
But no, but
a tube on it.
You have to carry,
That's how bad it is. It's on it.
A lot of gunpowder.
I mean, yeah. Also, fun fact: it doesn't fire when you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
It fires after you pull the trigger. So you fire the gun, and then you have to wait there a second for the gun to actually shoot.
Yeah, it's basically like you're charging up a God, you know Halo with the fucking Spartan rifle? That's what it is.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
You have to pull the trigger before you fire.
Except it doesn't matter where you're aiming.
Exactly.
Because you're probably gonna miss anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You have to.
What do you think? What do you think Duck's Foot existed? Like the one with like the 5 barrels.
Yeah. By the way, did you stretch?
I did stretch.
Good.
God, I'm just seeing all of these like blunderbuss designs and how fucking retarded they look.
I read that as screech. I thought you had to like screech.
Oh my god. God, I love the new sound alerts. I love them. Did that one? Oh, I don't have the sound. Wait, do I? I don't have the sound alerts here. Here. Refund yourself. Let me grab the sound alerts really quick.
Okay. I don't think I can refund myself. Oh well.
Okay, well, I'll play it for you. It's a little loud. It's a little bit loud.
You can hear it through your mic.
Oh my god, you can? Oh god, yeah, it's
just barely, but
it's a bit loud. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. It is a bit loud.
Just a bit.
Honey.
How did we get on the topic of? Oh right, the comically large fucking gun in.
No. Like, look, it makes sense so long as you take into consideration that 1 chooses 2, and 2.
Ah yes.
Yeah, no. Hold on. I haven't finished. She uses 2. 2. She uses She uses hollow point, and 3.
Oh my god.
All right.
She's a police officer, by the way. She's a police officer. Anyway.
Oh god, Christ.
3.
Isn't she like a C rank police officer? Like she's like bottom of the tier.
No. She's technically supposed to be S. The main protagonist is supposed to be C at first. Well, E, whatever, because to use his actual skill in quote, he has to go into his chivalrous mode.
Do you wanna know a fun fact?
And it's pretty fucking hard during a test to be like, yes, now I am turned on. Let's go.
Give me fun fact. I want to know.
Do you want to know fun fact about what you said? It is normal for the U.S. police to use hollow points.
What?
He
left.
Did he leave? It's fucking normal. Oh my god.
I need to go have a word with our
with our police force. Yeah.
Look, I don't.
Do you know what a hollow point is, by the way? Kyle.
I know what it is in fucking Rust.
I really.
It's probably the same thing. Okay, so when it hits you, the point of a hollow point is so that it breaks up. It breaks up and gets stuck in your organs.
It's the same thing as an arrow, basically. It's the same concept. It's because it takes as much effort to remove it as it does to put it in, if not a little more. The point of a hollow point is to ensure that your target dies eventually. even if they don't die by the initial impact, because it gets infected if you don't take it out, and if you do, you risk the chance of internal bleeding.
So why do we use this?
Basically, yeah, if you get shot with
Oh,
a
no.
hollow point versus a regular bullet can be taken out. A hollow point has to be surgically removed by many fucking, like, really specifically. Because there are going to be shards here and here and here.
Well,
Fun fact, hollow point is against the Geneva Convention.
Yes, it is.
But we can use them against our own people. Interesting.
Yeah, that's why I left, because I was like, that's illegal. Huh.
That's legal.
No. But it's illegal, though.
Against other people's, yes.
Against ourselves, no.
Somebody picks up a police officer bullet off the ground.
Yeah, no, you can't really fucking reuse those.
Nope. Well, I meant like if there's
So,
probably
somebody
case.
like
Yeah,
That's probably brass case. It's fine.
you could reuse the case, yeah.
God. Anyway, we should get back on topic because we've been talking about guns
anime.
for a while.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think our topic was romance anime.
Yeah.
Well, you asked
talked-
anime that we dropped like instantly.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I talked about Arya. Okay.
Oh, was Arya the anime that you dropped? Because it was cringe? Or
No, I dropped it because it's surprisingly good despite how absolutely fucking cringe it's like everything seems to be.
So why'd you drop it?
Just because it's cool. And also because I told...
So you dropped it because it's good?
And also because it was one of the first anime that I've ever seen. And that's what...
Do you know what I mean by dropped?
Yeah?
I mean stop watching.
Stop watching?
Anime that you stopped watching in the middle because it was so bad or cringy.
Oh, dropped. No, I watched all of it.
Oh my god.
Oh my, so you did get the prompt. All right.
So yeah, so my answer to that is Selector Infected WIXOSS because I couldn't with that anime and I thought it'd be interesting at least, but it's just not.
So we're talking about dropped. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me
second.
explain the premise of this anime, okay?
Yeah.
So to my knowledge, this is my memory, so don't quote me on any of this. But it's an anime where these girls
Wait,
get
hold on. I have to record what you're saying so that I can quote you later. 1 second.
Okay.
We are on stream.
Oh right. Sorry, my bad.
All right.
Oh.
So
I'm kidding.
it's these girls who like play this card game, but the cards are actually previous players of the game that have lost the game 3 times in a row, and so they get put into cards.
Oh.
Whoa, that's crazy.
But if you win like a certain amount of times in a row, you get any wish you want or something
It's like some
that.
bullshit Jumanji type shit.
Yeah, kinda, but not really.
Or like
but,
you're
yeah,
part of the
it's like,
game now.
It kind of reminds me of like Bakugan, but like not.
Bakugan.
But like,
fuck?
but the Bakugan are women, but the players are also all women, and then it's like I think it's really tailored towards girls. I'm gonna be real, but yeah.
Huh? I wonder. God.
It's on Amazon
I've
Prime.
ever seen.
It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah, sure. I'll totally.
It has
go
a
look that
it has
up.
a higher. Wait, what anime does it have a higher? Let me find the new. It has a higher rating than F does. That's so sad.
God.
What is the worst anime I've
God,
ever
what's
seen?
it called? Oh, what is that? Wait. What is the anime called? I'm trying to figure out what it's. Watermode. Watermode is the one that I had to drop. Went back in middle school. I was watching it and I couldn't do it. She was so fucking cringe, dude. And this was back when I was cringe. And I thought she was cringe. So she's got to be even worse now. Dude,
You were pretty cringe. I'm gonna confirm this.
Yeah, I was. You were
I
also
was too,
cringe.
though. Yeah. I was also
I'm
pretty
a
fucking
cringe baby.
Fucking Watermode. Do you guys know what anime or not? Yeah, anime I'm talking about. No matter how you look at it, it's you guys' fault I'm not popular.
No, I don't know. What you're talking about.
Oh, that right. Dark Circles on under her eyes,
Yeah.
basically fucking Vex, but a worse design.
Where did you put this in? What channel?
I didn't put it in any channel, but
He
it's
just
a.
knows.
Vex, but a worse
Made you-
design, right?
I guess I'll put it in no mic chat. It is this chick.
Oh, yeah, no, she's creepy. I've seen her before in like pictures of just like Tumblr or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's like
Weed chats, yeah, no, that's just weird.
she's kind of cute, but like, god damn, is she fucking weird? she's such an unlikable character.
Kind of weird.
Like
champ,
she's
I
just
don't know.
she's just extremely creepy, extremely unlikable main character. She has like the only like upside to her character is that she's relatable, and that's about it. She is just so fucking cringe. Jesus Christ. Like,
So
okay,
let's-
you want a screenshot that pretty much sums up 2 screenshots that pretty much sum up this anime?
Sure. Okay. Alright, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no. No. I don't think so. I don't think I will.
Oh yeah, that one time where she tried to be cute and like trendy, and so she tied up her hair and did a duck face.
Yeah.
No, it's just weird.
No.
Anyways, let's talk about something a little different here. Let's talk about Skype.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Why?
Just because I think it'd be funny.
No,
Because
no,
me and
but-
Disaster have been like known each other since we've been using Skype, and we had a
Jesus
lot of people we
Christ.
knew.
Right.
That,
Quick
like-
question. So, what is Skype?
Yeah.
You don't wait, what? Huh?
That was a joke.
Okay, I
Yeah,
was about to
I was gonna
say,
say-
wait, what?
I'm joking over the fact that Skype is irrelevant now.
Yeah, of course it's it's funny because I still always keep mine open.
Mm-hmm. And now
weird
I
like
don't even have it installed.
Yeah, I'm weird. Don't do what I do, but yeah, no, like like think about like amount of like people that we just don't even contact anymore. It's kind of just crazy.
Dude, fucking Seisha?
Yeah, literally.
Holy shit.
I don't know. Last time I fucking
who
talked
else?
to her.
I've talked to Peyton recently.
How was it? Pissway Pan? Like
Yeah,
Paceway?
Paceway. Yeah.
Okay.
Talked to Paceway, she's cool.
Yeah,
She's
didn't
so
she have
cool.
like a YouTube channel that was doing pretty good too,
I don't know.
or something like that? Yeah, I think so.
No.
For a while she did, anyways. But
Seisha had like 17 different accounts, and I just lost track.
yeah. Like, there's a point where like if you create so many accounts, I
You're
never
gonna
understood
lose
that.
some people.
Why create new accounts? Like, just suck it up and block someone. It's not hard. They can still bother you, but like, just deal with it. Like, it's
Yeah, I
not the
don't
end of
know.
the world. I don't understand. I didn't understand her deal at the end of the day, but like, she was pretty chill. I'm kind of upset we
she
haven't
was-
talked to like Neff and like ever.
I
Oh
don't
god,
know
fucking
who you're
Neff,
talking
dude.
about.
I don't even
Wait,
know
what
if
about-
Neff's in the server.
He's
Neff
probably
is dead.
not.
No, Neff's not
Neff-
even in the server.
Neff hasn't like been online in like ever.
Yeah,
Hello,
well,
Shalvis. Yeah,
but to be fair,
Neff-
that doesn't really change. Like that's not really a new thing. He always
Yeah.
was like almost never online and just occasionally
mean,
showed up.
Yeah.
That wasn't necessarily true way back when, but
Yeah, but way back when he was like on every day.
yeah, he was on all the time. It was
Well,
I
like-
don't fucking know what you guys.
No. Right
Yeah, that's
now
'cause you
he
didn't know
like
him
he's
then.
hanging out with
Yeah.
different people and like he's doing his whole photography thing. I
Yeah.
literally haven't talked to him since last year.
I haven't talked to him in like 3 years, so
I haven't talked to him since our last Wandering Spirit session.
Oh god.
That was like
yeah.
last August. Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
been a year,
Yeah,
dude.
no,
Jesus.
I don't know if that Wandering Spirits thing is ever really gonna finish.
Yeah, I might just sum up the ending.
Okay.
Mhm.
I mean,
Alright.
honestly, if
And then maybe
you're-
I'll do like
if
I'll
you
do
want
like
to
side
move
stories for
on-
people.
Yeah, if
who
you
want-
want to move on to Inferno Dice and like leave everything behind, then I recommend just like cleaning it up at the very end.
Yeah, maybe.
Just cleaning up the very end of the story and being like, okay, so yeah, this thing, and then we're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. Just
But that's obviously up to you because that's up to your own personal discretion.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
All right, time to start a prediction.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, past stuff.
will
Who
I?
else? Who else do we talk to
I
a
can
lot?
pull it up if you really want.
God, who else?
There's a lot of people like Hana.
You mean Hannah?
Yeah.
Dude, fuck. God, Jesus
Anna?
Christ. It's
Wait,
been
no.
Yo,
We're not
it's
gonna.
been like 2
No, none of that.
years. It's actually straight up been like 2 years since I broke up with Hannah. God damn.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Holy fuck, it's been a while. Damn.
Well, what do you know?
Never been happier.
Okay. Okay, that's a little BM.
She deserves it.
Like still,
She
but
deserves
still,
a little
like,
bit of BM from
that
me.
is a little
All
BM,
right.
Remember these
man. That's a
people's
little BM.
names.
Hey, if you knew her, she deserves a little bit of BM from me, dude.
Yeah, I guess I never met her, but still,
She deserves some
like,
flack
still.
for the things that she did.
Like I can.
I'm
I know
not
what
I'm not
she-
upset anymore.
Yeah, no, I know what she did, but like, that's a little BM.
Good.
Okay, that's fair. Honestly.
I'm petty and I'll be okay with that.
Okay, sure.
God, who else?
Oh yeah,
Kira?
I.
Kira?
Kira?
I don't know if I remember it.
You don't know her?
Maybe.
Okay.
I
Oh.
might. I just might.
Oh,
not know her, like,
I'm sorry. I'm
name.
sorry. I'm gonna have to leave. It seems as though we're on a topic over someone that totally does not exist. So I should probably
What do
be
you
gone.
mean?
I obviously this Kira person that you're all talking about
No, not
doesn't
that.
exist,
Not
and
that.
I should probably just go the other direction.
Here, let me make
Because
this.
this
Weirdo.
person wouldn't be a high schooler, right? Anyway, so, and I know nothing. Bye.
Are you good?
Weirdo.
I'm making a really conceited
Who is?
It's a JoJo
Death
joke.
Note joke. It's
Or
a Death
Death
Note
Note.
joke
Death Note,
Yeah.
not JoJo.
because Light's name is Kira.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Clayism?
Clayism?
Yeah, it's on your Discord. Do Control K at Clayism. CLAYSIUM.
On my Discord?
Yeah, you have them added. You're mutuals with me. And them.
What do you mean?
Bruh. Go to your Discord. Go to your friends. Like, go to my DMs with you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, press Control K. At
Yeah.
symbol. Clayism.
With a
CLAY.
K? See,
Yeah, well, no, C. CLAY.
Clayism. Our mutual server. They're just in gridlock, so I don't know.
But they're friends with Pest. They're friends with
Oh, it's probably just Peyton's one of Peyton's friends.
I guess so. I don't know who it is though.
Hey Andy, do you
I
want
don't
some water? Okay.
Oh, we should probably get off this topic.
Sure.
Yeah,
All
sorry,
right.
I got bored, so I decided to
Well, you were
talk
talking about
who's
guns,
next
so you
to
know
me.
what? Fight me.
That's fair.
Oh,
but
I'm sorry. You have a problem.
it
with
was
guns,
relevant
huh?
to the conversation.
It's kind of relevant.
This is also relevant.
Guns
But
are fun, man.
no,
I'm sorry.
that's
I'm sorry that you're wrong.
Anyway,
I'm
so
sad.
let me what got you into content creation?
Me?
Let's start getting the questions about like
Personal.
about
Let's get
Yeah,
it
but
so,
very
like,
how
I
you
guess-
how you
personal.
came to be Froppy. Bro.
I want
So,
you to
in
tell me about
terms-
your childhood, Froppy.
Okay, so in terms of like content creation, it's kind of just always been something that I enjoyed doing. Kind of just like I don't know. I love video editing. I just when I was really young, I just didn't really have access to a video editing software that wasn't like shit. So like I only thing I had was like Bandicam and then like Movie Maker, and so everything I made was pretty shitty because of that. Also, not to mention that I had like an Acer Aspire, emphasis on the ass in it.
Oh my
It literally
God.
set itself on fire at a point.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like, it's a long story, but like I couldn't charge it because every time I charge it, it like starts smoking. So I'm like, yeah, okay, let's just not use that port anymore.
Cool.
So I'd use the other laptop to charge that laptop's battery and then plug it back into the laptop whenever. Yeah, it's a mess. But once I got my like actual desktop, I kind of just like I had the option. My dad got me Adobe Premiere Elements like 14 or something. So like I used that to make some stuff, and that wasn't the worst software, but it was not good either. It was very slow for sure. But
I understand.
yeah. But I don't know. I just kind of enjoy editing. The issue is that it's like I have like motivation issues with myself sometimes.
Yeah.
I guess is the best words for it. It says like I'm not afraid to make content. Like if I am in the mood, I will gladly make it and I'll enjoy it. But if my content is like I don't know, sometimes I get frustrated with myself with my own content, and I'll like private stuff that I just feel like it's irrelevant now. Just because the quality wasn't up to date, but like I know I can do better in my editing and like just the general quality of stuff. But it's kind of hard sometimes when it's like, well, I can do better, but like my computer can't process like fast as compared to, like if you compared my computer to Disaster's computer, I got mine first, but mine's also like actual garbage. Are you good?
Oh yeah, I forgot I didn't mute in Discord, so I was cleaning something off my pop filter. I'm sorry. I just blew hard into my mic. I'm sorry. I muted on the stream.
This man just like blew in my ear. I was like, what?
Well, it's ASMR.
Yeah. Okay, so
focus on the A, the ASMR.
Yeah.
I can't do what you do. Like I can't edit, or rather I can, but like why the fuck would I when I could just stream instead?
Right. And I get the part of the streaming. I think streaming is a lot more like personal and like so that's the big difference between like editing and streams, because I do both, right? And I like streaming a lot, but I don't think I'd ever take the time to take a stream and then chop it up and then make it into a video, just because I feel like my streams aren't entertaining. For one, they're not entertaining enough. For two, I generally don't have chatters to begin with in my streams, so my streams just end up being me talking to nobody. But I'm comfortable doing that by any means. Like that's just like whatever.
Talking it's
sometimes you just like it's
that's
just
what I do.
Sometimes you just need to talk to yourself. And honestly, I like even at work, like I just all I do is like I work at UPS, so like I chuck packages. I take packages and I place them on the belt all day long. And it's very like repetitive and just like it gives me time to like I don't need to think a lot when I do it at this point. I've been there for 2 years now actually. It's kind of awesome. They pay for college, so I mean that's a huge benefit. But yeah, I just don't think. Like I just do at that point. And sometimes I need to think because I'm like the package is leaking or whatever. Like I tell my supervisor and they deal with it or whatever. But like for the most part, it's just take a package, put them in the bags, make sure they're zip up the bags, put them on the belt, open the bag up, put the button again, and then you're good, right? And then just keep flowing. And like it's pretty repetitive. And I have a lot of time to think. And I think that, along with a lot of other things, actually ended up helping with the Google Doc about me, if you will. Like just having time to think and recuperate and like do what I need to do to like get my mental straight every morning is like one of the like I feel like it's the healthiest thing ever for me. Not to mention that I also have a biphasic sleep schedule to add to it. So like streaming for long periods of time isn't easy for me because of that biphasic sleep schedule. So that kind of goes back into that.
What is that sleep schedule for the people in the back of the class?
I guess that's true. Biphasic sleep schedule is when you split up your sleep twice a day. So like for example, I work at 3 a.m. I get home at like 9 a.m. I go to sleep around 10. I wake up at maybe 6 o'clock, right? So I go to sleep from like 10 to 6. And then I wake up in the evening and I do evening things when gamers are on and we can game and etc. And then at maybe 11, I'll go back to sleep until 3. So I split up my sleep schedule so that way when you split up your sleep schedule, you're actually able to stay awake longer because you have that like when you wake up and you're fully awake, like you have that like full like you're on like full throttle, like you can do for a lot longer, right? If you split up your sleep schedule, you have 2 moments of that in your day, so you can generally just stay up awake longer. So there's sleep schedules like biphasic, triphasic, and there's stuff like Uberman and there's some other one like
the Uberman. Like, I remember seeing the Uberman, dude.
It's literally you stay awake for an hour and a half and then you sleep for 30 or something like that, and you do that like 8 times a day, but your day ends up being like 20 hours long because you only sleep for like 4 hours in total, but you can do that because you split up your sleep in that way.
Yeah, but also cool. At the same time, why the fuck would I ever try to fall asleep 8 times in a day?
You don't need to sleep for 30 minutes.
Man, dude.
Why would I try to
because people are fucking crazy, dude.
I mean, like that, people have done it, and it's like apparently it's really healthy for you. So I mean, that's like, I'm just saying, like it could be a thing, and not to mention that when you do like this type of sleep schedule, right? As you can imagine, a lot of things come out because I sleep during the day at this point, right? So
Mhm.
like the big thing that comes up is like, well, how do you attend events? Well, the thing is that because I split it up, like you can take the long so I can take the 8 hour one or like whatever, like the 6 hour nap or whatever, right? And I can move it over into the other sleep if I need to. So I can just go to sleep earlier in the evening and I can just stay awake longer in the day. And you can mess with it. You can just skip a pattern of sleep for like one day and you'll still be good. Like you can chug through it pretty easily. Like if you miss one of the sleep like timings. So like when I have family events on like Saturday, because I still work Saturdays, like
Mhm.
I can just chug through it and I can just get them done and then I can like go home and then just knock the fuck out for the evening and then I just sleep for the longer period and then I just fix it again, right? It's not like it's a lot of work to fix that sleep schedule because it's pretty embedded into me at this point. But like it's pretty malleable, especially like Uberman. Like I know the people who've talked to them that they've done it, they can like sleep like they can do like a normal day like right after and then go straight back to it and it works perfectly fine. Like if you
What
need
the
that long
hell?
day, you can do things like that with that still. It's just harder.
I just
Sure.
I personally could not do it because the controller of my sleep schedule is really bad.
You
Like
say that, but I had a really bad sleep schedule too. Like so my I have ADHD for one, right? So
mhm,
ADHD medicine kind of fucks with your sleep a lot. Like a lot.
mhm.
It's pretty bad. But if like
Lol.
it like and my sleep was horrible as a kid. Like the reason I'd stay up watching anime all night is because I just couldn't sleep. Like even I was in my bed watching anime and like so sometimes the only way I could fall asleep would be like to watching anime. Like it just has to like
Yeah.
kick in naturally for me. If it doesn't kick in naturally, I just don't fall asleep that night. And this
Mhm.
still happens. This is still an issue where I just cannot fall asleep some nights and I'll just have to tough it out and then not sleep before work and then just go in and just do it and then get home and then I'll be really tired and I'll actually pass out. Like it's a matter of like working that for me and this has helped out a lot. Like this feels more like patternly and so like if you because it's split up, right?
Mhm.
If you miss one, that tiredness carries over in the next one if you need it to, so you can actually sleep the next time. Like you're guaranteed to sleep the after skipping one generally. It's pretty useful.
That's the thing is that how my body works, it wants to stay up for 23 hours.
Okay.
But whenever I sleep, I have to get like a certain amount of sleep or else
Mhm.
once I hit that cutoff, my body just like cuts itself off completely.
Yeah.
Right
And
on. I'm a normal fucking person.
and like what's it called? If I don't sleep at a certain time, like whenever my body feels like sleeping, if I don't sleep then, I just won't sleep
Yeah. I
cuz
feel that.
I'll feel tired at 12 and it's like, well, I have other stuff I want to do. And so I don't sleep and then I go to bed at like 2 and then I can't sleep. So that night I'll get like maybe 2 hours of sleep. I'll work, be super tired all day, get home, not sleep immediately cuz I want to play games, and then immediately the next day I'll sleep for just another 2 hours because
Yeah.
it just doesn't, I don't know. It just doesn't work.
Hey, do you guys have this issue where like I don't know, this could just be a me thing, but like if you sleep past like a certain point, like you're more groggy than if you were to like cut your sleep like a normal like timing per se. So like if I say I normally sleep for a 6 hour session, right? If I go past that, like and then I wake up, like is do you feel more tired or less tired? If
Oh
you get
yeah.
more like I feel like if I get more sleep, the more tired I can be.
If I just sleep in, I feel like I just want to just toss the day.
Yeah.
I have a timer, right? Obviously, I wake up exactly 8:30 and or 9 depending on the day,
Hmm.
and I go do my thing. But on the weekends, when I turn off the timer, or rather if I just ignore the timer and then I sleep until 10, I always feel much much better because I'm letting my body wake up when it needs to.
Okay.
I always
Like
force myself to wake up slightly beforehand, and so I feel somewhat groggy in the day. But if I just let myself wake up, I always feel like I've gotten exactly enough sleep.
yep. Can I let's go
I don't
back a
feel
little
that
bit for a second if you don't mind. I
Yeah,
want to go
go ahead.
back to like the content thing. So like
Oh yeah, that's what this was
so
about.
I
Okay,
think
go.
No, this was about sleep schedules all
well,
along.
but yeah, kind of, but not really. The
Go ahead.
thing with the content thing, right, is like so when you so like I'm sure disaster that if you were to look at me back in like high school and you would be like I don't think I'd be good. You may have like, I guess you could say like, I don't think you'd be good for a job in some sense. Like I could see why a lot of people would thought that. My parents thought I'd be like really shitty at doing work and such. But I think that because it's for someone else, like because it's like I'm working for someone else, right? I think like the motivation like is there where I would be a better content creator if I was content creating for someone else. Does that make sense? Like let's say I
Yeah,
was
I
like if
think
I was
so.
like just in theory, like I was cutting up your VODs for you for this, right? And you wanted it just to be like a 10-minute episode. I think I'd do a better job of that than if I was to do my own shit. Because I know one, let's say there's a deadline, that's like a motivator, but also like if it's let's say it's like a fuzzy deadline, then I just know that I want to personally have this done for you as quick as I can do it. So that
Yeah.
way not only does it look good, but it actually just flows better. And it's like it's not for me, it's for you, and your income would rely on it. I think that'd be a better content creator for someone else or a better editor than if it was for myself. Even
Yeah, I
even if it
get
was
that.
like boring, like I feel like I could find ways to make it enjoyable for myself.
Yeah, because you have like the expectations type of thing.
Yeah,
You work
yeah,
better under expectations.
yeah. I feel like that's a flip for a lot of people too, though. At the same time, right?
Yeah,
Like people who
I'm the
like,
opposite way.
yeah,
Like if I'm
like
just doing it for myself and it's just gonna happen when it happens, like I'll do a much better job than if I'm like stuck at a deadline or if someone's telling me to do something.
yeah. Like yeah, that's the one thing. Like so, I'll admit this any day. I didn't really do homework in like high school or like middle school. I think a lot of it was I when I'm home, my meds wear off, so I don't have the motivation to do it. But if I had time after class, like if the class ended early and they were just sitting there and doing whatever, I would get my homework done like instantly. Like I have nothing else to do. I could be on my phone, but I could just increase my grade. So I'm gonna increase my grade while I'm here, right? And
Yeah.
so going with that was like group projects. And I feel like I always got like kind of scammed when it came to people I was paired with, like not that weren't my choice, right?
Oh yeah.
But like I always feel like I put in full effort when it came to a group project, even if it was like homework. Like it was like it's not their grade depends on it, and so does mine. But I care more about their grade, and I don't want to let my teammate down, type
Yeah.
thing, right? So I feel like that was
Yeah.
something that always like got noticed by me or by the teachers. Like they've mentioned this, they're like, you just do the group projects. I'm like, yeah, I mean it's not my grade alone, right? Or like even like in class projects, it's like I'll just mostly I won't like solve the answer for the entire group, but like I'll lead them to it if I knew what it was for like questions and shit like that.
Sure.
Team stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. If my theoretical highest capacity that I could work at is if someone was standing behind me permanently and telling me what to do.
Okay. Do you?
I don't know why, but I always react incredibly positively when, like, Noel, if you told me stream at like 7 p.m., I'd be like, yeah, okay. And then within 30 minutes, I'd be like, okay, so this is the game that I'm doing, and then we're just going to stream. But because I forget or I don't feel motivated to do so, I just stream like once every blue moon.
Yeah. He literally needs me like breathing down his neck like, when are you gonna stream? to like to
Yeah, and then
stream.
immediately it's like, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, I think I'm similar in that way. Like if somebody like if it was per se for a job, right? If I knew that like it relied on somebody else for me to stream, like I'd probably do it. Like it wouldn't bother me as much as it does to like to for myself stream, because like when you're doing it something for yourself, it's not as easy. I feel like if
Yeah,
you're
I
doing
only
it for
do-
someone that you care about, or like
If I
someone
do
that
something for myself, it's because it's fun.
yeah,
If I do something for someone else, it's because I want to do it,
yeah,
but it doesn't have to be fun.
Yeah. For me,
College sucks.
I don't know. I have like a weird dichotomy with this. When it comes to like my max capacity,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I work best when I have like a figurehead, if that makes sense. Like let's say I was like let's say I'm at a lower position in a job in a store,
okay,
but I have a higher up. Like have a higher up but I like do the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm recognized for all the stuff that I do, good or bad, but I still have a higher up who kind of just exists there. Like I feel like that's where I work best,
They're
kind of.
sometimes there, but not all of the time.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Nope. Absolutely.
So
because I
here's
am
a
never
question.
wrong.
But if I'm being used, like I don't like being used. If I'm
Okay,
being used, that pisses me
Noel,
off.
the problem there is that you just implied that what I said was wrong, and that's not okay.
I like using other people.
So can I? I want to go back a
I'm an
little bit
evil
here
person.
for a second. Finley, you mentioned
saying.
that. Oh, I'm gonna blank now. Of course I am. You said,
and I'll never
like,
help you because I think it's funny.
it was a little bit ago. You wouldn't remember. You mentioned basically that when you're working, you like people. You said you like people watching you, right? You want somebody behind you.
If there was someone permanently behind me, reminding me of what I need to do, then I would never ever have any problems completing what I need to do.
Do you like figuring things out for yourself in that sense? Because like when it even so, like even if like if your supervisor told you exactly what to do, would you enjoy that more or less? Like if the supervisor like guided you through the steps one by one instead of you almost like, so for example, I guess the easiest way to put this is at UPS, right? Like I have like a scanner and a printer, right?
Yeah.
And so they would always set them up for us. They would use their IDs and their barcodes or whatever to set them up. But over time, like I learned for myself how to set them up so I could fix mine in an emergency if I like something was coming up. And it just makes it faster for myself. Would you do something? Would you go out of your way to do something like that or not really?
I taught myself pre-calculus last semester.
Okay.
Because I didn't have a teacher. I did not enjoy it because there was absolutely no response, but it's more like if my teacher was standing behind me and telling me to do homework and just gave me a sheet without any instruction, I would complete as many problems as possible without asking them a single fucking thing. And I would try to logic the shit out of it until I literally could not go any further with the current amount of knowledge that I had gained, and then I would turn around and say, hey, can you help me?
Okay.
I am incredibly independent when it comes to learning, because I often learn what I need to in the most bare minimum, and then extrapolate based off of that by using the information that I have already learned to learn much quicker than the class, and then stare at the fucking chemistry on the wall again, because I know the periodic table because of how many fucking times I've stared at it while I'm waiting for the rest of the class to catch up.
Gotcha. All right. What about you, Disaster? Do you feel like you learn better yourself or just having someone tell you?
I have someone, like, I'd rather have someone tell me how to do something, but I'm also pretty good at figuring out like other ways to do something. It's like better ways. So like what you said, like you have someone teach you how to do something, but you learned a better way to do it, basically.
Yeah, more okay.
Like similar to that. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah. Oh yeah, another thing onto the thing before. Like I work better as anxiety filled as I am, as like social anxiety filled as I am. I work best when I have, I guess, an audience, basically. When I have people like watching what I'm doing and like, I guess, praising me, I guess. I don't know. I need constant feedback to, like, this is a thing about me, and it's a thing that actually has to do a lot with my like anxiety and stuff. I need constant feedback on what I'm doing, or else I don't know how to move forward. And this has actually got me in a rut before in League, where I'll be doing something that maybe I'm like not supposed to be doing in like League, but I don't have any feedback towards it. All I know is I'm not doing something right. And so I'll kind of just keep doing it. And I get stuck in loops a lot. Podcast
Yeah.
haunt me, but hello peeps. Hello J Dog. Oh yeah, we'll never let you live it down.
I'm
Never.
sorry. God, Vex is so fucking cool. Anyway.
So here's the thing. So this is kind of, I know this isn't really related to you guys, but I feel like you guys can relate this to other games, and I want to know if you guys feel similar to this sometimes at all. But in most games, and this goes for Splatoon and PlanetSide, but PlanetSide's more of a like prime example, right? So if you were to look at my main account and its stats, there's something called IVI, and all that is it's infantry versus infantry. So it's basically just your accuracy times your headshot ratio, and the headshot ratio is only calculated based on the last hit being a headshot. So in general, like, it's a little skewed, but that's besides the point. My like main accounts, like my IVI is like 620 or 640 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But I made like as of recently, I feel like I figured something out in how I'm playing and what to do that makes me just like that. I just started like I practiced a lot on a private server with a friend, and we just kept training, and I just got really good. And I don't know what it was that clicked, but like I need to have that constant like just like self like fighting to figure out something myself. Like I can't have somebody like go behind me and be like, yeah, you need to do this to fix your gameplay. Like I need to do it myself. I need to learn from constantly losing in fights, or from constantly just getting like pelted, or just like not getting the right answer to get the right answer. And so a lot of that stems from like now if I made a new account, and in terms of my IVI, like it's this we put it in the outfit, and it's like the 5th best in like our group.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a new account, and it's just because I've improved that much that like the gap is like, obviously my IVI, my main account, is rising like every like day I play, but it's like it's only because like my actual IVI is closer to 1,200 compared to 600 compared to 650 or 600-ish, right? And so like at some point something clicked with me, and I have no clue what it was, but it just felt more natural to me to like aim where I needed to aim, and to like move the way I moved in 1v1s. And so I'm curious if like in other games, do you guys feel like there's a point where you guys clicked in games where it just made more sense to you than like to physically do it than to actually like explain why you're doing it?
There's a character in League of Legends. Her name is Samira.
Yeah.
And whenever someone questions why I did something, I say I would have won, and they never fucking believe me. Because 1 in 3 times when I was going to say I would have won, I don't. Because I actually did. Because Samira as a character is bullshit, and seemingly these people who are telling me these things don't understand the depths of like how powerful she is in any given situation. So whenever I make these really stupid plays and it doesn't work out, and they're like, why did you do that? I can't explain it any other way than, if I had played that a little better, I would have won.
It's literally the same thing as playing Yasuo. It's like, man, if I just had one more Conqueror stack, I would have killed all of them.
No,
shit.
For me it's always, I would have won if I played better, because theoretically I could always play better.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah, like that's
if
something
I played at
like
maximum capacity with Samira, then I would be masters in a few weeks.
So I wanna go back a little bit to like, so obviously I'm going to a Splatoon tournament, and this kind of relates to this as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I've noticed that I just do better on a LAN environment, and I mean that could go for almost anyone in some ways, but like it literally matters for me, because I always play like there will be no latency, and I feel like that's a flaw in my playstyle online. Like I assume that my bullets are gonna hit instantly and somebody's gonna instantly die.
Yeah,
or like
imagine being that stupid that you'd actually think that like things would happen when they're supposed to.
Right? Yeah, but you add that Splatoon is only peer-to-peer. It's completely peer-to-peer online. And when you go to LAN, you can do like a LAN mode, but it's peer-to-peer, and there's no servers at all other than matchmaking servers. So literally what ends up happening is you get into like Grandma Betty's Wi-Fi where little Jimmy is staying the weekend at, and it's just garbage internet. And I'm serious, like it's like really bad. Not to mention that like I think it would be better if more people in North America played. And I say that, but I feel like the lag just keeps getting worse and worse. And it's so frustrating. And so like especially when you play against like JP, like it's noticeable because they play like they are online. They don't play like they're online. They like, and that's a big difference between I think how NA and JP play. That's one of the big differences. But the other one is like I'll shoot someone and I'm just like expecting them to die, and then all of a sudden I die like 3 seconds later from them who have already killed. It's like right. But like I've gone to the land, and the list of lands I've gone to is Tri-Shoals 8, 10, 11, and then I've gone to Smash and Splash 4 and 5 and Genesis 7. And in my experience in lands, I feel like I have a slight advantage. And so I say that, but like maybe not right now I would. But like when it came to Genesis 7, which was the most recent land I've done, right? Right before that, I had Tri-Shoals 11 and 10. I believe those are the last two I did. And those are locals. And so like if you think about it, like having a locals where you can actually like play on a LAN environment and just like have that experience before everybody else, and more often, may I add too, right? I think that really curated my playstyle, because I won both of those two Tri-Shoals. I didn't win 8, but I won 10 and 11, and I got my money back for it, which is awesome. But
Good for you.
But like I feel like my playstyle is very curated towards that LAN environment now, and I kind of don't want to take that playstyle away from myself. Like if I start playing like it's online, I feel like I'm gonna mess up on lands more, because I play for those frame perfect, like I constantly do frame perfect tricks if I can, if like in Splatoon, or I'll like constantly like I'll pop my special at the absolute last second I can, so that way maybe I can survive one bullet, and then I still have that like invincibility frames after that I can actually use. Like because a lot of the times I'll do is it's like, so my special is like as soon as I pop it, as soon as I hit the button, it gives me a 50 the thing when I run over someone, it's a 50 damage hitbox, and then it bounces them back, right? So if I hit someone once with my main weapon and then I pop that instantly and they get hit by it at all, they die. So what'll happen a lot of times is I'll die even though I used my special. Like it'll hit them, but it won't give me invincibility yet, and so I'll still die, but I'll still get the trade half the time. And it's very funny to me that can even happen in like an online situation. But I feel like on LAN, I would have won like 90% of those engagements that ended up like that.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited to put myself back in an environment where I feel like I'm going to be better.
But I mean, to be fair, at that point, it's kind of like a fucking Desperado quick draw. It's exclusively down to who's drawing quicker. And so, like, regardless of whether or not, when all of those seconds matter, it's like one person drew first, but the other person had a laggy connection, so they also drew first.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I'm previously known to at least to not, I don't want to say I'm not too good, but I've done really decent at lands. Like I won the both locals, and then at the Genesis 7 land, I was seeded like 15th or like 18th or something like that, and we got like 7th place. Like we doubled our seed, and that's pretty like strong thing to do, especially with like a pickup team. It was like a group of 4 of us randomly, and we were like kind of just popped off. And so going back to that, like one of the things with Splatoon is that like I got really shit on for the dock. Like no, I don't say shit. Yeah, people were just making fun of me because like they're like, Froppy is so bad, and I think about that, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm trash online, but I think I can hold my own against that player in a LAN environment where I can actually see like everything as fast as they can see everything. I feel like I'd probably have the advantage there.
I feel like it also has to do with like the level of play that you play at a point where you play at a level of play where literally every frame matters. So when you're online and those frames kind of start to get muddied, it kind of just messes up things.
Yeah, especially something like that. Like that's I feel like that's very true. I didn't think about it that way, but that's a good way to put it. If I am playing for perfect frames, that might be okay. I like that way of thinking.
I don't know. I'm sorry. This is a little off topic.
Go ahead.
I always like the high risk, high like fucking adrenaline junkie type shit in those, like even in like a game like Splatoon or a game like League, like
the playmaker.
Yeah, exactly. Like if I don't play this well enough, then I am shit out of luck. But if I do, then Jesus Christ, it worked, even though it really shouldn't have.
Right, exactly. And
Exactly.
so
It's
go ahead.
it's the adrenaline high. I'm an adrenaline junkie, constantly chasing that high.
That's
Yeah.
every League player, yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
If you played
but
Splatoon, I feel
even
like
more
you'd
so
enjoy
than
it.
most other League players, because I'm always fucking like hyper aggressive and going for it.
I think if you
feel like
played
it's
Splatoon,
competitive
you'd
games,
really
yeah.
enjoy it. Like, Splatoon is a really good game for that, because at some point, like, I'm not in a competitive environment, maybe not as much, but in like casual ranked or in casual like league,
Yeah.
you can occasionally do that, like just for free. Like the amount of times that I think I've gotten like 8 kills in a row on the enemy team, like wiping them twice, is actually absurd. Like I've probably done it to like new players, like maybe like 200, 300 times before.
Oh yeah.
And that's with 4,000 hours,
But yeah,
admittedly.
to be fair, like quite a fucking
Like
feat,
gameplay,
but also
yeah.
quite a fucking feat of hours.
Yeah, but like the fact that like that's even possible is like sometimes just crazy to me, because it's like, okay, like, so I know in
Well, I mean,
Japan,
at that point, it's literally the equivalent of like
yeah,
fucking Helen York. Like
yeah,
it's some fucking bullshit that definitely absolutely shouldn't have happened, but did.
yeah, and I mean, like, I think that's what I enjoy about Splatoon is like like there's always, I don't say there's always an, I'm gonna go with always. There's always an overtime in Splatoon in every ranked match. Not always, but like there's always the opportunity for overtime, right? So if you make the plays to, so like let's say the enemy team has the lead, but you're on the payload or tower in this case, right? So like if you're pushing the payload and you still have control of it, and you can push it for until you lose control of it.
Yeah.
You can push it all the way. Like if the enemy team scores to 1, you can push it from your base's 1 to 0 to their base's 0. If you can knock them out. And that's what I like about Splatoon. Is because there's this constant rush of like, if you are handling objective and you are making the plays to push objective, or like if you're in a coordinated team and you're doing this, it is such a good feeling to be able to come back from such a defeating position to just destroy someone like that. It feels good, and it also just it's such a rush. Like there's no other game that I've ever played that I've felt a rush like I feel in Splatoon. Like just the fact that like the alarm is constantly going off in your ears, and you are listening to callouts, you're listening for enemies, you're listening like for sound feedback, for grenades. You're trying to visually see the enemies. You're trying to space yourself between the enemies and position yourself for an advantage. You're trying to outmaneuver the enemies while they're shooting at you. Like there's just so much happening at once, and it's all so fast. But the ability to do that is such a gratifying thing. And I don't think any other game has quite a sensation like that, like Splatoon does. Like obviously, League is a lot. I want to say it's slower, but it is in general, like per round, it is.
It's
a slower
definitely
game.
a little bit slower.
No,
paced,
100%. League can last up to like fucking 50 minutes to an hour long. Like League is a long game.
It's slower paced, but it's very burst oriented.
Yeah. So like League,
you'll just be like sitting there for like 5 to 10 minutes, just setting something up, and then
like an
for
anime
1 minute,
story.
You'll be absolutely fighting for your fucking life.
Yeah, it's kind of like an anime or like a story or something where it's like, okay, so we can skip over this part. Here we go.
Yeah.
And so like going to that, like in League, a lot of that, like that rush, like doesn't feel constant in League, and that's
because you're not playing the right fucking character.
That's true, but I like being the support in that sense, like because I like skirmisher, like I said, my role is skirmisher, so I like to make the fights happen, not to be the playmaker, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In Splatoon, you can play almost any role and be the playmaker, but also like when you die, there's a 5-second timer before you can 1 respawn, and then 2, you can either go in normally and build your special like for free almost, or you can just jump to a teammate. Like you can instantly have your TP. It's like equivalent of a TP in League of Legends, but it's like instant.
And you're just there,
and you're instantly in the fight, and you are instantly continuing that push you just made, and you're making it further. Or in the contrary, you could just jump in and die and be dumb. But like if you play it right and you jump to the right teammate and you jump to the right spot and you're in the right position to do something, you can make a lot of shit happen. And it is so much fun.
God, that's why I'm so sad because there's a game that I think you would have really enjoyed had you played it with us when it was around. Titanfall 2.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Titanfall 2,
100%.
literally every time you die, it's like maybe a 1 to 3 second cooldown,
It's
and then
not
you're
like
immediately back into the action. You're
it's
running
not
at
1 to
5
3
million
seconds.
miles per
It's
hour.
more like 3 to 5.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, 3 to 5. 3 to 5 seconds, and then you are immediately back into the action, running at 5 million miles per hour, immediately shooting somebody.
Yeah,
in a
you're
gunfight.
spawned in, and then immediately you see a Titan over there, and you're like, all right, let's go.
Immediately, you're
Okay.
surrounded by enemies upon enemies and just fucking big mechs and
Basically,
shit.
Probably-
yeah, it's like
you probably
you
would
know
have
how
enjoyed
like
it.
normally like a game is to like 100 or like 50 for like Call of Duty or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For Titanfall, it's to 400 for both teams, but the rounds only last like 10 minutes for a reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really fucking fast
So-
paced, and so many people die. And it's not even just that, because you also get points for other things, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
like grunt kills. You get 5 points per person kill. So like
Mhm.
you're always just fucking zooming by and literally killing as many things as you possibly can at any given point in time,
Yeah.
and
So can I-
strategizing just as much as you are shooting.
Okay. So you're probably right. I probably would have, but I just probably wasn't like playing like shooters. Like, so I guess let me go back a little bit. So like, the other reason I like Splatoon more than any other game, is the motion controls, because like if I have people that like in my family would tell you this, but when I used to play like Brawl on the Wii, I like when I was like trying to go left or trying to go right, like I would physically move my controller left and right, like, just like for Splatoon, because it would mentally like feel natural to me to want to move the controller to go left in the game, even though I obviously it would be like nunchuck and controller, right? So I would still move it left, like it would just urge me to move it left. And so my family, like my cousins, used to make fun of me for that. But like they're the ones who introduced me to Splatoon for that reason. They're like, "You love this game because of the motion controls," and I'm like, "Because of what?" And like they explained it to me, and I instantly like picked it up pretty quickly. They not only that, but they also like in Splatoon 1, they took my game and then they put, so in Splatoon 1 your power couldn't go up or down, you could only ever go up. So they capped it out for me, and then they gave me the game. So like my instant elo was like the highest it could be in Turf War, and so I just ended up playing like that. Like so I literally was playing against the best fucking players to begin with.
Jeez.
Just they did it to mess with me a little bit, but it honestly made me a better player at the end of the day. So I gotta thank them for that. But
Yeah.
so
You know
like
what?
that motion controls are so addicting, and I wish I could use them in PlanetSide, because it's more natural to me to like want to slowly move the controller down as I'm aiming, or up or down, or like wherever direction I need to. But in PlanetSide, like I feel like what I do is I do a lot of like bursting flicks. I can do small little like movements at a time. I don't do like one fluid left or right flick. I like the motion better, because I can naturally move my controller direction versus having to do like little burst movements like that. Like it's not I can do a constant flow better than I can do with a mouse.
Honestly,
It's more natural to me. And you have two hands also. Is also just a better benefit in my opinion.
I think there's probably a program that you could get if you have like a PS5 controller or something.
You can
that
do
you
it
could
with the
probably
Steam.
map
You can do
out.
it. You can do it with the Pro controller and the Steam thing, but it just doesn't. I couldn't figure it out. Like it was just a little too complicated for me, and I kind of gave up. Like I just couldn't get I couldn't get the gyro to go to mouse, but I could get everything else to go to mouse. And so that was what I was frustrated with, because I was like, oh, it's so close, but it's not there yet, and it like bothered me. But I one day I will figure that out, and I'll just become a godsend in other games too. But that'll take some time to learn. Again, controllers and whatever.
God,
The
I'm
one pro
so
player in
sorry
every single
that,
game that
I'm so
uses
sorry
motion
that you're
controls.
being held behind in every single game that exists.
I mean,
Playing League of Legends with a Wiimote.
I wouldn't play League is different. League is like point and click and go. It's not
That's
as
true.
much like, I don't need to constantly aim in League. I can do that in bursts, right? You can do a burst, aim in direction, and then use your cast your spell, or right? In shooter games like CS:GO, like I've played 1,000 hours of CS:GO and I'm still silver 2. Like I'm just that bad at it, because one, the recoil fucks with me, because I can't constantly.
Recoil
I don't have
patterns
the,
are fucking stupid.
Well, the
Fuck
recoil pattern is
recoil
stupid,
patterns.
but like also like moving my mouse down constantly while aiming like really like frustrates me, because I can only do it in like little bursts, and so I like aim down and then I'll aim down further and then aim down further and then aim down further and then to the point where I need to know to stop. But like
that's
that
another
doesn't
thing.
work. It doesn't work right in CS:GO because you're constantly pumping out bullets, right? So that doesn't connect with me.
That's another thing, is that you have to reset your crosshair after you're done with the recoil the
Yeah, you have to like the recoil
frustrating.
fucks up like where you're aiming. It's just wacky to me. It's not horrible. It's just wacky. But in like PlanetSide, you don't really need to reset it as much, and the recoil isn't always as bad depending on the weapon. There's some weapons that I can't use in PlanetSide, admittedly, because the recoil is too much for me. But there's a lot of weapons that I can, because there's like you can add add-ons to them that like so for example the compensator in the front pushes gases upwards, so it constantly like lowers like the recoil amount, and then you also just put a forward grip on it. So basically you just reduce recoil twice, and it's just awesome because I can just beam people, and it is the best feeling ever. Like
Sure.
I've never felt a shooter game where I can just actually like do damage or get a positive KDA. Like the only other one that like the one that right now it's obviously really popular, as we were the alpha testers of Splitgate. That one doesn't have any recoil either, and I love Splitgate. Yeah, Splitgate has no recoil, and I love that, and I can actually feel like I'm doing something in Splitgate.
Well,
And
that's because
so
it's based off of the Halo shooting game or shooting
yeah,
system.
so I'm wondering,
Except without like the massive bloom that Halo has.
Yeah,
true. The bloom, and not to mention the auto, like the console aiming, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Aim assist, that's what I was looking for. But so here's the question that comes back: do you think that games that don't have recoil are gonna come into popularity soon? Now I say that, but like Splitgate popped off for a reason.
What
right?
do you mean by recoil?
Like
Because
where you don't have to
there's
constantly
a lot of
pull down to to aim.
There's a lot of different types of recoil. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true. So let's say bloom exists, but like you don't have to constantly move your mouse down so much like you do in CS:GO.
Okay.
You think games like that would ever get popular again?
Okay, so yes, but there's a thing. Because when you're talking about zero recoil, zero bloom, you're talking about more of arcade shooters. Like Splitgate or like Halo, but Halo has bloom. So
do you think Splitgate could go competitive because of its playstyles? It's
right now,
so
yes. But not because of its playstyle, because of the way they just dropped their new build. They just dropped their new build. They're doing so much like marketing and stuff for it. I think they're just a good company.
No,
for that
you
game,
totally
honestly.
you 100% just wanted to say it, didn't you?
What did you say?
Drop their new album. You totally just wanted to say album.
I didn't want to say
new
album.
season. He wanted to say he dropped their new season.
No,
he wanted to say they dropped their new season.
Sure.
No, I mean I specifically mean their new build, because they updated a lot of things in the game.
But you caught yourself in saying something.
You guys all played the alpha with me and Basura, right? So you have the legacy badge, right?
Ago. Yeah.
You have the legacy. Okay, just making sure.
But what's it called? Okay, and then you have recoil pattern games like CS:GO and Valorant. Honestly, I don't think that's going to be extremely popular, except for their very popular versions, which are Valorant and CS:GO, just because one, it's hard to build, and two, it's just really bullshit to learn. Why do you think Valorant copies so many weapons from CS:GO? It's because they already know what those guns spray patterns are, so you don't have to relearn them.
Okay, that's kind of fair, I guess.
But what I was gonna talk about, what I did want to mention was just straight up and down plus random spread, which is the most popular way of doing it. And I think there's a reason why it's the most popular way. It's just because it makes sense. It makes more sense.
Okay.
Because when I fire this gun, I want an estimate of where it's gonna be. I don't want to have to move my mouse in certain fucking zigzags to make the bullets go straight. I want it either zeroed in on my reticle or on my iron sights, or if I'm firing it for a while and it's a full auto, I want it to be spraying, but not in a set spray pattern that's really weird. Spray it normal.
Yeah, like a TF2.
Yeah, like TF2 or what I wanted to talk about was Apex. Because I
Okay.
really think you'd like Apex. If you want to get into a battle royale that gives you that like intensity, I think you should play some Apex with us. Because especially the way I play Apex, in which I get into a game, immediately drop face first into the ground, and then fight the first person I see.
Basically,
like
that we flip a coin 50-50. If it lands on heads, obviously we do this in game, you know. If it lands on heads, then no one shows up, and we get to loot in a very popular area for free because people are pussies. And if it lands on tails, we have a fight immediately, instantaneously.
And we are fighting for our fucking lives.
Yeah, and if we win, we get the loot, and if we lose, then we die and we go again.
Okay.
Yeah. And we
So
just quick go again.
Go ahead.
Every time?
Yeah. All right. Like so. Like here's the thing. So like my only issue with Apex is like if you don't have a good graphics card, it kind of looks like shit. I mean, in the nice way. But you know, I'm right about that.
Point. You got a
That's
point.
my like in Splatoon, like it doesn't. It's one, it's not graphics heavy, but it's not like the low cartoony model looks better.
Yeah, it's too cartoon, like League
Yeah.
or like Splatoon, right?
And that's kind of why I like games like
that
that.
even if it's not like
Fortnite.
high definition, it just looks pretty.
Yeah, like Fortnite, where it's
Or
like it's a simpler
Borderlands.
design.
Yeah,
Like the original Borderlands, take it to example, like the
original
actual Borderlands 1 doesn't look horrible despite the fact that it's like super fucking old and its graphics are 100%. I'm sorry, Borderlands is my favorite game or was my favorite game series for literally years. It's so fucking bad. It's so Jesus Christ. It looks like if you look at the textures are so bad.
It looks like
But
PS2.
It's so stylized that it doesn't matter because it doesn't need to look good individually because from a distance it's all just going to look super artsy and cool.
Yeah.
It's the cell shaded plus all of the like just cool designs, honestly.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense with Apex.
Here's Lilith from Borderlands 1. Actually, I guess Mordecai would be the best example, but Lilith works because you know exactly what Lilith looks like. Okay.
But yeah.
So
yeah, that's also why like Apex is the only battle royale that I actually play is because I don't have these long durations where I'm just kind of walking around looting, not doing anything.
There are very rarely, but it still happens. Like,
well, yeah, sometimes I'm walking around, but I can still like if I want to at any point, if I hear a gunshot, I just walk towards it.
Yeah, I posted
and
it
I
in general.
Immediately have
like
something to fight.
If you look detailed at like those character models, they're fucking horrible.
Can I have a meme to send you. Go ahead, continue.
God. But they're so stylized that it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Like for example, if I were to say post this, 1, booty. 2nd, I mean like it doesn't look
like
bad.
those enemies are fucking ugly. But it doesn't look terrible because it's stylized.
So, by the way, 2007.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to mention this because I just thought this was funny and I said to say that it's kind of relevant. But the other one, the top one is Oblivion from 2006, and the bottom one is the Arceus game that's coming out for Nintendo.
By the way, we have 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh damn.
Yeah.
It's like it's just the image. It's comparing the Oblivion textures to the Arceus textures and how low res the Arceus textures are from so far away compared to the Oblivion ones. And the Oblivion ones look better. That's the sad part. For like, obviously Nintendo isn't the best at making open worlds. They're not bad. They made Breath of the Wild like a game of the year.
Yeah, but Oblivion is 2005, man. But Oblivion is 2005.
Right, and so that's the joke. Is it's like,
2006.
How can you not make games that are even comparable to 2005 or 2006? But you can try. Like it's like
the problem.
There's obviously optimization issues that they're just not doing right.
The problem is the platforms that they're making it for, because Oblivion was made for PC, right?
No, Oblivion was made
but at the same
for
time,
What was it made for?
2006
Xbox.
PC.
Xbox.
Okay,
One?
but at the same time,
360, I would assume.
2006.
360.
No,
Yeah,
it's,
it was
it's
made for-
the original Xbox.
Wait, really?
No, it's
Yes.
it's both. It's both.
Yeah. Which means that it was made to run on the original Xbox at least.
Okay.
It released on
no.
the
Platforms, Microsoft Windows, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3.
Okay.
Wait,
And
okay.
If you look at what kind of other games were built for those consoles, you'll see why. Like the difference between an Xbox 360 and a Switch is a huge difference, and we can still realize that the Xbox 360 is much more powerful than the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is that the Switch wasn't made to be powerful. The Xbox 360 was literally just made to be a powerhouse of its time, because
True.
the 360 was literally just made to run DirectX.
Yeah.
And that's actually what the original Xbox was made for. Like, it was made for these big world games that had a lot of like modeling and platforms, not platforming, but like platform, like ground, basically like your Halo, your fucking I don't know what other games I'm blanking.
Like Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars, like these bigger games, while the Switch was more made for these like smaller scale, lower resolution, like mostly 2D to like low resolution 3D, because Switch has never like prided itself on like the strongest like powerhouse consoles, basically.
Yeah.
Halo 4.
Yeah, like look at that.
That's Halo 4.
Yeah. That's Halo 4. Well, actually, Halo 4 was made for the Xbox One.
No, it was made for the Xbox 360. Halo 5 was made for the Xbox One.
Oh, right. Wait.
Look, Halo 4 was released in 2013, man.
Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah, it was. Okay, you're right. Yeah, no. Yeah, like,
sorry, 2012.
Yeah,
Really?
basically the Switch isn't bad. Switch is just not made for what it's supposed to be made for, in theory.
It was re-released onto the Xbox One when the Xbox One was released 2 years later.
Yeah, the thing about the Xbox 360 is that it was literally it was just made so powerful that it could keep up with the times.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point of it.
The Switch is just made small enough to be portable and made with more of the type of games that Nintendo produces in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I do want to say something real quick. Okay,
Yeah.
So obviously I agree with like all of this, right? But okay, so don't hate me for this, right, please?
Mm-hmm.
But like, while all of this is technically correct, right?
Yeah.
Or actually, you know what's better?
Hey, I got a good point.
Or I don't know.
Okay, I will say, you got a good point there. Mario Odyssey was a very good open world game.
And also pretty.
Yeah, it was very beautiful, yeah. No, I will give that to you. And I haven't played Breath of the Wild. I've just seen some things from Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild looks very good.
Breath of the Wild is very good. But the difference between Breath of the Wild and Odyssey was made for the Switch. Breath of the Wild was made for the Wii U.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, but it does run at full capacity on the Switch.
90% of the time. 90% of the time.
But at the same time, this was taken on Switch. So like,
yeah,
no, fight me, fuck you.
Though I will have to say this probably is a big
And we should wrap up soon.
Yeah.
this probably is a big takes in consideration render distance
Of course.
and like actual textures.
Right, of course. Render distance and
With textures and
textures.
shadows. Because render distance lowers the capacity that is required
True.
to run something. Yeah, no.
Obviously, very true. Yeah, draw distance is very important.
That image doesn't say anything.
That's in the game.
Like those are the
That's in the game.
yeah, I know. Those are lower draw distance.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
That doesn't.
You're
I
right.
mean, like,
of course.
Yeah.
All of that is rendered in.
It's not fully rendered in.
Well, some of it is
how
half
draw
rendered. So.
Yeah, how draw distance works is that it's not loaded in until it's not loaded in at full like quality until you get up close to it.
But for Breath of the Wild, it is for a very, very big distance at least.
Yeah, it's honestly, yeah, it's pretty good. I'd say it's better than Skyrim's draw distance in my opinion. Like it's pretty optimized for what it is. Yeah.
And Skyrim, you could shoot someone from like across the entire fucking town.
Yeah.
So like it does have a pretty far render distance, and also draw distance. So obviously they're separate, but like all I'm saying is there's only kind of an excuse for Arceus.
Yeah, that's fair.
There really isn't that much.
It's gotten better. Like if you look at the first trailer to this trailer, it's better, but it could be better than better, right? So like
yeah, because like Mario Odyssey came out with the fucking Switch 4 goddamn years ago.
Is Game Freak making?
Yes.
Is the ones who making Arceus?
Yes.
Yep.
Game Freak outsourced Diamond and Pearl. That's the big people freak out.
Okay.
But Diamond and Pearl also
basically every Pokemon game that there has ever been.
Yeah. So words. Okay, should I just chill now at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to also just mention one last thing.
Go ahead.
This also is a thing about companies being lazy, because did you know that the new Digimon game is using Vroid models?
Yep, I did, because he told me.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't though.
Yeah,
I did not.
Vroid models, aka the easiest to make and lowest quality,
and also free,
and most free way to make 3D modeled characters that are fully rigged.
Basically, what a Vroid model is for 1, VTubers, and 2, if you're gonna go online to VR chat, you got yourself a Vroid model. Oh yeah.
Like I have challenged myself to make like a 10-minute Vroid model for someone.
Yep.
Like for free.
Gotcha.
It's pretty simple and easy to make a ton of Vroid models, relatively specific to how you want them, and you can do it pretty fast.
And it's basically just really lazy.
Yep.
Gotcha.
But to be fair, it'll only take like a few days for them to complete all their models.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, well, I guess we'll wrap it up now.
Yep.
So, any last things anyone wants to say?
Can I shill?
Yeah.
Kyle, no.
Heck
Shill.
you.
Don't do it.
So, my YouTube is Little Pet Frog. My Twitter is Little Pet Frog. My Instagram is also Little Pet Frog. You can follow me and hopefully you get lucky. If you want to contact my Discord, it's in my YouTube link. Like, it's on my YouTube. It's one of the little buttons you click. My SoundCloud.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find your Discord. Wait, hold on.
It's in my YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube channel, which is Little Pet Frog, at the top
right,
there's a little Discord.
Oh shit! I passed you in followers.
I'm sorry. I need to find you in Discord. If I were to find you in Discord.
All right,
what's your name again?
There's his Twitch.
Little Pet Frog.
Y'all want to follow him?
No. But like, what's your name? I'm sorry. I didn't quite.
Kyle.
No.
Little
So
Pet
what is
Froppy.
it? What is it again?
My at is Little Pet Frog.
Thank you.
My name goes by Froppy.
So we're just doing this in circles, right? Because like, I'm sorry. I thought it was funny that literally everything you felt the need to say Little Pet Frog every fucking time you said a different one.
Yeah,
You can
whatever,
follow
I
me
just
at Little
call
Pet
it.
Frog and also Little Pet Frog and Little Pet Frog and Little Pet.
Pretty
Like-
much. I mean, yeah, like,
Yeah.
you can
Little
pretty
Pet Frog
much
and
find
everything.
anything about my accounts. They're all like public. I don't really give five shits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Alright.
mean, obviously, I don't have any fucking problem with that. I'm called the same fucking thing no matter where you find me. But like, I just thought it was
What
funny.
is it like Dream was taken or something? His Dreams thing? Yeah, I'll just give an example.
Anyway, Finley, do you have any last announcements?
No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die.
Anyway, thank you for coming to this this episode of the Degeneration Podcast. This has been episode 31, the podcast for the Degenerate Generation. I will see you guys Monday, where we'll have to figure out what we're playing. I don't know. This week I want to set up something with Vivi the Witch and JJ Doghouse. Probably playing some Mario Kart or some Splatoon, and hopefully we can get that going. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Bye.
Hey,
Everyone
Noel,
say
when's your
bye.
birthday again?
Everyone say
Bye.
bye. Robbie, say bye.
It hasn't
Bye.
ended yet.
Bye.
Ends quick.